They're running down Healy, 100 HP first blood!
For the last 3 years, Reckless and Perks have been in a never-ending chain of rivalry. But since this year, they find each other face to face in the bottom lane.
I feel like they don't do what a bot lane would normally do. That's one of the big reasons as to why they have been losing games lately.
I aim for perfection. I don't aim for being a farm bot for late game. I actually respect Reckless a lot, but I just don't feel like he's a threat to me.
If Fnatic can beat G2, they will have a huge mental advantage going into the playoffs.
They're gonna go into playoffs thinking that we're gonna have to face Fnatic, and the last time we played them, they beat us.
Whoever wins it's probably gonna take the title.
The goal is to take the split, and the goal is to win MSI. The goal is to create the legacy.
If Fnatic beat Caps, without Caps, they prove to everyone that nothing can stop them.
Dive against very early on, and right now there's a lot of AP damage, but let's see what direction they take this draft now.
Yeah, I mean, the gangplank is risky, especially when you see top laners. Come on! Okay, throw it all out the window. Get rid of your notes, get rid of your papers. Caps is laying it down against his former team. That's a Zedman.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Fnatic versus G2. The crowd is amped. There are a lot of Fnatic fans. The fans at home voted for Fnatic. They expect them to be winning this game.
Reckless playing against each other for a very long time, but this matchup in particular is also one that interests me a lot, because I think when you see actually Perks gets engaged on, gonna take a lot of damage.
Flashes away the Ignite down as well. Miasma comes out.
Because you can use the Miasma to basically guarantee the headbutt hold. You can't flash away from that. So once level 6s come in, especially for Jankos, I'm gonna look for G2 to make plays bot side, but right now it's Fnatic that want to do the same.
Looking for the play, the double knocker comes out. Reckless underneath the tower, Perks the first of all. Nemesis gets it. Promised you will follow up shortly after. Now Jankos could come and join this fight, but he's not going to be able to do it.
Also used his teleport to get back to lane relatively shortly before that as well. So there's no chance for him to make up in CS as Wonder.
Whippo so low. Wonder just takes him out. I mean, Wonder's had his number the entire time, but Whippo couldn't get away. Here comes the Requiem. It's enough. Rockstar presses R, gets his second kill of the game.
From Hylissang was beautifully set.
Oh, Caps caught out. Hylissang ignited. Is he going to tick away? No. Nemesis once again teams up with his support and gets another kill for Fnatic.
Yeah, and it would actually be one of the most pivotal, because something Ender, you were saying before we even came into the game was, ooh, Caps.
Nemesis with a great long-range stun there from the flawless duet. Promised you coming in as well. Knocked up straight away. Charmed up as well. Will pop the ultimate. Dodges away from the Vanguard's edge. On a knife edge for Promiscu. Requiem. It's waiting for the ultimate to time out. That's a kill. Another one back to the fountain.
Dives on the Nocturne as Broxa here. He has completely leveled up his game.
Hylissang fighting here. The Deathmark comes out onto him. The Guardian will keep him alive just for the moment. Deathmark still proc. Not enough damage. And the culling from Reckless straight onto Caps. Caps dodges back. Can he dodge away from his former teammates? Hylissang still has the chase, has the flash. Jumps straight in. Hylissang. Good night, sweet prince. You can change teams, but the result is still the same.
And now with a 3,000 gold lead, once again, Whippo looking to be dove under the tower.
Rush comes out. There's the Deathmark used by Caps straight away. Whippo, not many places for him to go apart from back underneath his last tower. Caps jumps back, and Whippo's still alive here. Caps couldn't go behind the tower. Nemesis actually has a great flank position off here. Perks chased out by Hylissang, lands the petrifying gaze. Hylissang's going to be taking out the tower. A couple of shots comes out. Reckless on his way in though. Perks flashes away. There's Miasma. Reckless can just chase him down. The Requiem will definitely be enough. Goodbye to Perks and Caps now, dodging around as much as you can, but your fancy feet might not save you for too long. Nemesis jumps in, the Ignite ticks away, and Fnatic are 8 kills to 1 up. 15 minutes into this game, they are dismantling G2.
Towers in multiple lanes at the same time, but Fnatic are playing smart. And you said they take it slow, but they have a mountain to try and sneak this one away from right underneath G2.
21 minutes in, the bound's been started. You can see Wonder still in the side lane, has the teleport to join the fight. Promiscu puts in the ward, 2,000 HP left on the Baron. Jankos has to flash in, it's but Reckless secures it! You can't outsmite the Lucian! They get the kill on Jankos as well, and they're going to follow it up with a little bit more. The Requiem comes out, Caps ignited to his doom, and Fnatic get 2, they get the Baron, and they get everything they wanted.
Massive play from Fnatic, the confidence to make that kind of a play.
Just dodged the petrifying gaze from Perks! He stared the other ADK right in the eyes and said, get the hell back to mid lane. Fnatic just continue to outplay G2.
Piece of hope for G2 is Wonder. Level 15 on the rise. He's kept even in gold. He has the death cap, but I don't know if it's enough. As an engage begins.
Jankos jumps in, he's forced out straight away. Down to about 100 HP. The flawless roulette hits onto Caps. Nemesis, though, jumped on with the death mark. Caps jumping around as much as he can. Whipper will take him out, but Nemesis falls as well. And now Hillesang in with the charm, with the engage. Promiscue has to flash away. Fnatic can continue to push in. The Realm Warp comes out, but the Requiem's going to follow them to their base. Forced away. That's a hell of a lot of damage as Fnatic get the second inhibitor of the game. Maybe even look for the win here, because Caps is still down instead. This would make it lucky number 7.
Even with a sub, G2 are not looking of sorts as Fnatic are dumpstering them right now. G2, they tried to go for a last-ditch team fight, but the Jarvan goes in, immediately goes back out. Caps uses his fancy feat, but it's not enough to dodge the barrels from Wonder. And you can see that Wonder as well, just immediately they just forced to disengage. And the Realm Warp doing a good job of helping the rest of his team getting back to base. They stall the game out for longer to get to a point where they can rely on their scaling. But again, Fnatic not slowing down, they're sieging on top, they force Perks back.
Jankos eats up the Conning Seraphs, used as well by Perks. Minion waves pushing in the other side lanes. The Vanguard's edge comes out. Hillesang with a double charm gets the third as well. As they all just try and dive the tower, but Reckless almost goes down. Promiscue there, Caps fighting against Whipple down towards the bottom side, has to flash away. The Death Mark will get him, and they get another kill underneath the tower. G2 has somehow turned it around. The Requiem comes out. Is it going to be enough? Caps trying to kill him before he gets out, but it's not enough. And Caps will fall. Promiscue will follow shortly after. It's a double for Broxer, and still Fnatic are in this fight. Reckless there as well. He blast comes away. He's giving it up. That's the Baron. Fnatic get it. 28 minutes. All 5 members strong. They're going to try and push G2 back towards their own base. Reckless jumps in, caught out with the Petrifying Gaze, but no one can catch him. Nemesis down to about half HP immediately. The Requiem used. No one can get onto the back line, and that will be a lot of damage coming out from Boxer, but no one has fallen yet. Fnatic regroup, reset. Nemesis has to back away. Wonder with a lot of damage. Reckless jumped on by Caps. Can he do it? The Death Mark isn't enough to pop. His Fulmerating carry not quite, but they force Fnatic back once again. The inhibitor line still stands.
This standoff at the moment where they just can't walk up to G2.
Cannon Barrage used Perks, hits the Petrifying Gaze. Promiscue jumps in as well, but it's only Nemesis they've called out, and Perks already down to half HP. Broxer now pushing forward with the rest of Fnatic. They just want the inhibitor. They can push up towards the top side as well. Caps unable to get onto the back line of that fight, and now Fnatic have broken open that inhibitor line once again. Quickness was used by Hillesang though, and G2 EU LCS or LEC titles between them.
It's close.
You give me this vote 5 minutes ago, that's 90% Fnatic.
Flank is here from Promiscue. It's making it very hard for Fnatic to step up.
Caps jumps away. Hillesang with the engage. Straight onto the back line. Wonder goes golden. What can Promiscue do? He catches them out. Wonder's still there, still alive. Nemesis as well. Reckless has the Death Mark popping. It's not going to be enough damage, but here comes the Requiem. Wonder still alive. The rest of G2 still alive as well. But maybe their inhibitor will fall pretty soon afterwards. Whipper jumping in. Perks goes golden. Can they take the inhibitor in time? Because Wonder's back up. They force them up. G2 still holding onto their base, but there's a 4v3. Jankos is very low. The next towers are the target for those super minions.
Going for it, they have Perks on the Casio.
He's got to pull the trigger straight away. Hillesang here, trying to catch up Perks, but can't quite get there. Promiscue gets the 3-man knockup. Wonder and Jankos are focusing down the Baron. 8,000 HP.
This is quick.
There's a fight up towards the other side, though, because Whipper has the teleport. Caps is trying to keep him alive. There's 3,000 HP on the Baron. Fnatic, can they get in? Can Broxer do the steal? G2 get the Baron. Whipper forced away as well, but here comes the engagement. Hillesang locked up. He's dead. They get the shot.
Nemesis is here.
The Colin comes up. Nemesis here as well. Promiscue's going to fall. Broxer has the focus. He gets the kill. Here comes the Vanguard's edge. He gets the shot. Reckless shot in. Reckless shot in. And now Nemesis there as well. Whipper's teleporting in. The base. The base. Caps is trying to defend the base. Wonder gets the triple go. Nemesis onto Jankos. They need to get out. The base.
He wants it. He wants it.
Nemesis trying to keep him around. Jankos is so low. The teleport gets out. Nemesis gets taken out as well. The base is still alive. And G2 survive in this game.
This is the greatest game ever! G2 defend the base. The Nexus is still alive. G2 with the split-second call to go to the Baron to start it up, and they take it down. And then it's Fnatic just trying to run in, trying to force the fight. But watch how Wonder just explodes Hillesang, and then they're going to come back up forward here and destroy Brox as well.
And meanwhile, while all this is happening, you can see on your minimap in the bottom right that the super minions are just pushing in. All 3 are exposed, and only Zed is left to defend. So Fnatic is just like, just buy time, just stall, just don't let them get back to base. But then Wonder makes the split-second decision to go, I'm teleporting, guys. Just keep them off me, keep me alive, and I can help us save the game.
Oh yeah, Nemesis hops over the wall to trade one more kill for his life.
Now, Perks up relatively soon. G2 ultimates were used there, both Whippo and Reckless's ulti, but G2 still hesitant to engage. Here it is.
Jankos jumps in, Hylissang forced away, that's his W use, that means he doesn't have that engage tool.
Go starting this one up and sends someone to solo it, but they want to start up the Baron. They're gonna force Jankos to come into the
That's quick.
Looking for the steal already, it's gone though. Fnatic get their second bound, third bound of the game.
More elemental drakes. G2, they know they have to look for the team fight before the objective goes down. It's getting low. Jankos has to make a move.
6,000 HP left on the bound, the Realm War coming out as well. They're just going onto the back, they're looking at...
Oh my god!
A great flank! G2, the perfect team fight! They take it all! They take down 3! They even get the chase down as well! The Elder will be in their eyes as Fnatic just die one by one!
G2 absolutely destroyed Fnatic in the bot lane. River Hylissang is doing what he can to run into the base, but Jankos is on the prowl.
It's enough!
It's not gonna do it!
He got the Edge of Night Shield just in time! Hylissang still trying to take down the inhibitor. Can he get it with these Baroned up minions? The Elder Dragon not the target, G2 pushing him mid. Hylissang still there on the inhibitor. Is he actually going to be able to do too much here with the Ignite? He knocks, that comes up, he's just looking for the inhib.
Forget about the bot lane, look at the mid lane. There are 2 members of G2 pushing in right now. The death timers are at 20 seconds. I don't know if G2 can look to end the game right now.
There's no way they do this. They were 8,000 gold behind. They had nothing. 15 minutes in, they were getting demolished. But somehow, once again, G2 find a way to turn the game right back on his head.
And I was saying to myself, how did Promise Q get here? And this, I think, is the sick. I don't know. Either way.
Doesn't matter because it's already been started up by
Here we go.
Baron going. The double mountains are the target. That's gone. G2 pushing mid. They have their Realm Warping. They're Realm Warping in. G2 no. The base, the Baron buff though. They can get the recalls. How many can they stop? G2, you got to stop them all. You got to stop them all. They're in the base. G2 are looking for the win. Can they pull it off? The Realm Warp. Once again, the Red Wheel goes out. They wait.
The Nexus.
No way! The Nexus Tower's in the run side. G2 get the first one, but Reckless and Hylissang get in the back door! Oh my god! There's no flipping way you can do that to them!
Fnatic! It looked like they were going to end the game. G2, they were on the Nexus. We thought that was it, but they made the split-second decision to just rush the Nexus. The inhibitor, it was literally respawning. There was like no time in it.
That is the best single call I think I have ever seen in League of Legends. Getting the Baron, trying to get out, trying to get back, and then be like, no, screw it. They want to backdoor us. We can do exactly the same thing to them.
You can't practice that. These teams, in the split second, in the late game, at the 50-minute mark, made the call. G2 saw the opening. They knew they had the inhibitor in mid. They said, stop the bases. We will kill their Nexus. But Fnatic saw the same thing. They just went straight for the G2 Nexus.
I'm looking at the screen right now. There was what, 1 second?
2 seconds at most. Like, screw the rest of the split. Give me 5 games of them. Give me playoffs. Give me Rotterdam. If it lives up anywhere close to this.